but the longer it stays open, the less likely it is that it will give me burp powers.
I mean, not me.
Okay.
I drink one sip of soda and burp 6 times. It's so stupid.
Okay, and I got my dice. Okay, let's shit this one out. That's our tradition.
Clench your butt cheeks. Here we go.
That's what we say we go for every episode. All right, let's shit this one out. That's our mantra. If we were in person, we'd do the high five at that point. This week's sode, indie game devs come to the rescue of other indie game devs. GTA 6 gets hacked, and somebody discovered an uncovered prototype of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out without Mike Tyson. Later, we talk about IRL curses we picked up, and Peterson reviews Boyfriend Dungeon. You've just logged into the 3-Bit Gamer Show. Welcome to the 3-Bit Gamer Show. I'm JD.
This is Peterson.
And buckle up, because we're about to poop this episode out right into your ears.
Poop to your ear hole. I actually was really surprised and impressed that you got that in one take, that intro. Usually, if it's that long, like you'll mess up right around the third sentence.
Mm-hmm.
And you got the whole thing. You got the whole thing. You even like improv'd a little bit, like you missed a word and you just kept on going and rolled with it. It was great. Didn't even notice.
Peterson won't let me off the hook. He notices and sees everything.
But you got it. You know, you didn't like you didn't mess it up. You just like
so backhanded compliment I have ever heard. Peterson's like,
no, I'm just saying you can't read. Like
no.
Sometimes your reading's not great. But
you suck normally, but this time you didn't suck. How is that a bad thing to say?
Don't
even understand.
You trip over one word and then it's downhill from there. Like you will do that every time.
You're so terrible.
I was waiting
this
for
time, and I celebrate it. Honestly, I get so happy when you fail, but this time you didn't fail, and I'm so proud of you.
I'm proud of you, but I am a little bummed. I thought you'd have to redo it because you did such a big and I was like, oh, he's gonna have to redo it. He's not gonna want to do that again. Like that was like a one-time thing.
Peterson is the guy that used to watch Evel Knievel's jumps and root for him to smash on the side of the Grand Canyon. Root for him to like fail. He's like, no, it'd just be cool.
Okay, tell me this: does anybody watch a Daredevil not in the back of their mind
want
thinking
him to
like,
land?
But like, if they're not like, I really hope he lands this. Nobody cares if he lands.
Like anyone actually
awesome.
cares about NASCAR. They just want to see the cars explode.
You got it. You want to watch hockey? No, you want to watch a hockey fight.
I'm so glad I could be a hockey fight for you. I am your hockey fight.
Thank you so much for being the fight to my hockey.
What a mess. Live from the 3-Bit Gamer Show. The news. All right, our news this week is brought to us by Crave Cookies. Crave Cookies is a cookie and premier soda shop that is everywhere. It's all over the place. Coming to some other place in Texas that I'll be next month. They're just all over.
You get to go to Texas? Nice.
So
I mean, it depends on where you're going, I guess.
So Crave has a new rotating menu every Tuesday. We have every Thursday. One of the days, new cookies.
One day each week. We don't know which dates.
We haven't exactly figured it out. And we tell you before that day, maybe when it's coming out.
At some point, probably before it happens.
But maybe not.
I don't know when you listen to this. You could listen to this.
I have no idea.
Then it wouldn't be accurate at all.
It's crazy to me that my words are right now time traveling because you are listening to them in the future.
That is true.
So I hope things are better. I hope there's fewer wars, but I have a suspicion there are more wars. So Crave Cookies.
Based on the trend. Based on this trend we've been seeing.
It's an exponential trend of more wars. Crave Cookies' new menu coming up this Friday. I looked. It's Friday, you guys. The Flintstone is still the monthly cookie. That is the Fruity Pebbles infused cookie. The Parent Trap, which is funny that nobody knows why it's called that. Whenever I ask people, but
I didn't know until you told me.
Yeah,
I don't watch that movie.
People are
'Cause I'm
foolish.
not a 9-year-old girl.
Peanut
so-
butter and Oreos. That's what it's all about. The cinnamon roll. This is one of my favorites. A morning cookie with coffee. It's so amazing.
little breakfast cookie.
The brookie, just a classic brownie cookie.
Solid.
The cupcake.
Mm.
And the chocolate chip. As always.
Just a solid menu. This is a pretty solid menu. Just like
Yeah, just
no
all
stinkers.
classics.
Yeah,
Cupcake, Brookie, Parent Trap, Flintstone. These are all
these are all
easily in our top
classics.
like 25.
Yeah.
So, yeah, get on down to Crave Cookies and get your classics on.
Oh, nice.
Indies are bucking the insane greed trend of AAA gaming in order to make money while making video games. Go figure. You can do
Weird.
both. I
No,
thought you had to fire a ton of people in order to make money. I
It's
didn't know
the
you could
only
make
way.
money by actually making video games. That's the strangest concept I've heard in the last 5 years.
you make money by selling it and then and then
or
firing
buying it,
everybody, or
and then
buying
firing
it and
everybody,
Yeah,
and somehow there's money making in there.
I think.
I don't really understand big business though, so
Mm-mm.
I'm kind of speaking out of my ass. This is
Always.
a cool report out of from Schreier out of Bloomberg, and he's talking specifically about the Black Tabby Games, the married co-founders. I guess they're the only two employees of Black Tabby Games, which is funny. That reminds me of the Planet Crafter devs.
Mhm.
Same kind of concept. And they had a 2023 horror game called Slay the Princess, which some of you, I'm sure, Snorgle are aware of. And it was huge. It did big numbers. Really popular game 3 years ago.
Mhm.
And
I
they
remember seeing it.
were looking to take their funding from that game and fund and help publish other indie studios, which is just the coolest thing ever. So Sunset Visitor, which is a different indie studio, they needed funding and they were kind of in a desperate spot because you may not be aware, but investments in video games right now are completely dried up.
Yeah.
And instead of trying to get together a pitch with potentially a demo, which can be kind of a killer when you're in the indie space, you spend a month away from making the actual game to make a functioning demo so you can take that to potential investors and pitch it, and it might not work. And now you're a month behind. You spend a month's salaries and you're farther away from your goal. So instead of that, Sunset Visitor was able to get a quick pitch to Black Tabby Games because because they're smaller, it's not going to take 2 to 3 weeks. They just can do it in the same day. Here's the game, and here's what we're doing, and you don't need to go through all the bureaucracy of a AAA or a AA or whatever publisher, or even a known indie publisher, which is just going to have more bureaucracy. Having these guys essentially just like a solo publisher, they are working on one more game, but being able to approach them easily. They got $300,000 in funding like that.
That's awesome.
And I mean, it's an amazing deal too. It's a 70-30 revenue split until they're for Black Tabby. So say so for the first $300,000, I guess I can't do the math.
Don't.
I can't do the math.
Black Tabby gets the 70 or the 30?
The 70 until they get their $300,000 investment back, the $300,000 in investment back, and then it switches.
Yeah,
and then Black Tabby will be taking 30, and Sunset Visitor will be taking 70.
Awesome.
I don't know about you. I think that's awesome, and I think it's an amazing deal for both of them.
That's a great deal, and it deals like that, I feel like, favor the developer of the game. It's like Black Tabby's just trying to get them to help them to like get their door shipped because they believe in this game and whatever. And so like, hey, we'll lend you this money. We can't just give it to you. So, give us our money back. This is like a Shark Tank type of deal, right? So deal back, then the revenue switches and you take 70, we take 30 from there on.
$428,000. So once this game makes $428,000, $500,000, then it'll switch over.
Yep.
And they're taking. So I think it's sweet because the studio Sunset Visitor is not there. They're not their first game. They had a previously successful games in the past, so they have a track record. And I don't think it's outrageous to think that they could sell 50,000 copies of a game.
Did you read the concept of the game?
Mm-mm.
It's a company, and their company's AI has
Oh,
started to
yeah.
believe that it's sentient, and so you have been hired to put the AI in its place. So who
Perfect.
knows? It could be kind of fun. It seems like the type of game that these guys would make.
Yeah. Seems yeah. So that's actually really cool. And Black Tabby said it's all about paying it forward for us. We've
Mhm.
been asked by other people, quote, how is this sustainable? Part of what makes this possible is we're a developer first and foremost. Our revenue comes from game development. We don't have a staff for a publisher where profits from the game have to pay their salaries. If it returns its investment, it's mildly profitable. Great. I mean, we talk about this, how much money, when we do JD's sales report, how much money some of these games must have made. If you take the cost of the game, multiply it by the amount of sales, and then you subtract 30%, and maybe subtract 40% to account for taxes and everything. That's how much cash in hand these people have.
Yeah, that's
I think
like
a
all
pretty
profit.
big indie game, I think having an extra $300,000 lying around because you made 15 million on your game is not that outrageous. And also for Black Tabby, to be like, their attitude is exactly the attitude you should have investing in video games, which is, maybe we get it back, maybe we don't. This is where we've lost the thread over the past couple of years, because I remember back when I was in business school and I talked to a firm that was talking about video games and investing, and I went to talk to them because I was like, oh, you're doing video games. I love video games. And we talked, and they're like, we're actually getting out of video games because it's far too risky. It's worse than movies. And you can't, you're paying salaries for years in some instances, and you're not getting the ROI. And then somewhere that got lost in the mix. And over the past couple years, every game studio, maybe starting with Embracer, expected that every game that we invest money is a direct ROI, and we expect it. And I think that's what's been what we've been seeing over the last couple of years that's led to so many layoffs. Black Tabby gets it. And that's the attitude you go into here. They say, if we actually believe that finding people who have proven track records and just trusting them is a way forward, we can trust that and see how it goes. If it doesn't pan out, it's not the end of the world for us, but we tried, and then we know. And right now we're really happy with how it's going. I am just so tickled that somebody has the proper attitude. And of course it's indies, and it's indies lifting up other indies. This is such a feel-good story for me. I wish that we could, because look, dude, you approach the whole indie space, which is becoming more of a monolith these days than any. What is that? III, that thing? Like, there are a lot of like indie focused organizations, conferences, conventions, all that stuff. And if we get to a point where an indie takes off, their game just blows up, like Schedule 1.
Yep.
And instead of being like, cool, we just hit the lotto, those guys then take their money and they're like, let's double down.
We know some indie
Let's put
devs that
half
we
of this
believe
on black
in.
and see what happens. Spin it again. And that means everyone's lifting everyone up. And then those people are potentially being rewarded for the risks they take. Because if you make, say you make $10 million on an indie game and you chuck $1 million back to other indie devs to potentially make theirs, and you lose it all, that's not a bad gamble. But the gamble being that you could make it back tenfold.
Yep. You can make some money back.
That's
on
going
some
to be
other
tempting.
indie who made 10 million.
Yeah,
you know?
That's tempting. And then you just get this, and we just can get rid of the overhead that they're talking about here with current traditional publishing houses.
Yep.
There's no overhead. It's just other indies taking bets on indies, betting on indies. And that's the whole economy of indies. I can get behind that shit.
Yeah, that would be great if there was like a whole network of people just kind of doing that. You know what I mean?
Oh, and see that's another great idea. You could do funds, indie funds that other indie studios, so they could do more kind of like a mutual fund for game, I don't know, or like a venture fund, I guess was what it would be. And it would all just be indie focused, and you could buy a percentage of that fund.
The money had to have been made. The money you put in has to be made from a video game you made. There's no capitalists coming in just throwing their $5 million at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, that would ruin it right away. You need
they can't. I mean, maybe if you set this up in a way where it's like, you're probably you're owed nothing. Then
you're just doing it. I don't know. Anyway, we're
I don't know. I love this.
Are we coming up with ideas again?
Are we gonna start an indie fund?
Yeah, we are. I got like a couple $100 I could throw at it. So.
I got $300.
Yeah,
my
dude,
name.
this would
So
be
that's
great.
what I got.
Mm-hmm.
Rockstar has been hacked and they refuse to negotiate with hackers, so we might see GTA 6 in some form this year. We're not going to get it released, but we're going to get it hacked out. They're going to show
We'll
us
get a
what
hacked version of it.
Oh my god, imagine that. Imagine a fully hacked playable copy of GTA 6 hits the internet.
Oh my gosh.
And a year before, and they don't release the game for another year. And
They would
like,
find who did, like,
oh, they'd kill that person.
They would find, and that person would disappear. Like, if they got arrested, they would have a jail sentence of like decades. It wouldn't be like, you put a game out and it was like you put it out early.
You're going to Guantanamo Bay.
Like, you're done, man. Like, this is like, yeah. I mean, you don't think they can get Cash Patel to throw you a lifetime sentence for that?
Yeah.
He's definitely waiting for GTA 6. I promise you that.
He doesn't care. He doesn't even know how to do his job. He's just some guy.
He's like, what do you want me to do? GTA? Yeah, I've played GTA before. Yeah, throw him in jail forever. I don't know.
So this is coming from the hacker group Shiny Hunters, and they gained access to Rockstar's Snowflake servers. Snowflake is they got access to the Snowflake servers through a cloud cost monitoring and analytics software service called Anadot.
When did hacking become so boring?
So yeah, right. Right? I fell asleep halfway through saying that. Snowflake is like their cloud, one of their cloud providers, and then they have another software telling them how much that cloud provider is costing them.
Okay, yeah.
And that was the vulnerability that allowed them to get in. We don't know what they have to date because they're ransoming this, as any good terrorists or whatever you call it.
You ransom. You get ransom. You get something. You got to make them pay for it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how these groups usually work. And they're usually pretty straightforward. This is how these ransomwares work. Is there, like, if you pay, they give it back because their reputation is the only reason people pay. Because if you find out one person, this is we don't negotiate with terrorist tactic, is because if one person screws this up, if one ransomware group steals your information, you pay them, they don't give it back, no one will ever pay for it.
No one's ever paid again. Like, it's over.
So that's usually how these work, but we don't really know what they have, and other than we know they don't have access to passwords or personal player data, which, quite frankly, I think Rockstar put that out there to be like, you guys are okay, but in reality, they are internally screaming because they don't give a flying fuck. If these guys hacked a bunch of player passwords and personal data, Rockstar wouldn't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, whatever, you idiots, you shouldn't have put it on there. You shouldn't have trusted us with that. But if it's potentially like some screenshots or gameplay from GTA 6, yeah, they're gonna have a meltdown.
Yeah.
Rockstar replied, they released a statement. We can confirm that a limited amount of non-material company information was accessed in connection with a third-party data breach. This incident has no impact on our organization or our players. I love that because it tells me a lot. Mostly, it seems to tell me that Rockstar is going to pay the ransom and then lie about it and say, oh, they didn't get anything. They never got anything.
Yeah, it was nothing. It was they're so stupid.
This is the last we're going to hear about this because Rockstar is going to pay it, sweep it under the rug, and who's going to deny it? The ransomware people won't deny it because it's in their best interest to just keep their mouths shut. And
you at that point you disappear. Like you disappear. Like you just like disappear off the radar.
You hop on the next Artemis capsule. You just get as far away from Rockstar's legal department as you can.
Yep.
The de novo DRM software in Resident Evil Requiem was just cracked just 41 days after the game came out. So DRM has just been a while.
What is DRM?
Talked about that. Digital rights management. It's basically a way that game companies ensure you are not playing a cracked copy of their game. However, it has much more insidious uses. This is where you hear about single player games that have to be online, always online single player games. It's because they were so concerned that if you're your console isn't connected to the internet, well, you're probably stealing the game that you're playing and you can't play them at all. So, like I said, there are some definite downsides to DRM. Denuvo is a software tool that is used widely across the gaming space to ensure that people aren't playing cracked copies of games. And it's an anti-tamper software technically. And they're just fighting piracy with software. And as we've seen, pirates don't need much to fuck up your day. Just 2 Somalis on a rowboat with a machine gun can do it. This is exactly the problem.
I don't think that's the same type of pirates, but like I get the
exact same concept, dude. Is like you are. You know how much money Denuvo as a company makes and pays its software developers and everyone else that's working for them, and this was cracked by honestly probably a handful of people working for free. Like I said, just a couple Somalis in a speedboat. Like it's I don't know. I think it's a very tough battle to fight. They are clearly losing because if you are Denuvo and you are selling your software to Capcom or whoever to make their games so you can't pirate them, and they're paying a lot. This is not a cheap service. And then you're installing it on everyone's computers that are playing this and all this stuff, and it's only to buy you like 5 weeks of grace before any pirate wants to play this game can play this game. They said there were only 2 new features in this Denuvo version from the last one they cracked, which is I think Doom Dark Ages. And usually what happens is the pirates have to wait until, in the past, Denuvo was so secure that you basically just waited until the game company stopped paying Denuvo for their software services, and then you could come up with a crack of the game. Now they're not even bothering. They're just going straight to the source.
They're just
it does not. I mean, maybe there's a huge breakthrough in anti-piracy software. The way I see it, no, don't see it happening. And I think all we've done over the last couple years is just incentivize people more toward piracy because they can't afford to buy video games, and these guys out there are just making it easier to steal them. Crazy.
Yeah. Pirates. Look, normally I'm for pirates, but I do feel for these companies that are like, it's got to be a huge pain in the butt. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like it's got to be.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not like. Yeah, I mean,
I'm okay pirating some stuff, but also like this just seems like a huge pain for a company just trying to run a company. They got a game out. You know what I mean? They're like trying to make things happen.
Mad if I had just made Resident Evil and 41 days after the company I was paying to make sure that people couldn't steal it, people broke it into their like specific. It's like paying, like a bank pays a ton of money for a big fat safe. They install it and do all that work, and then it gets robbed like a couple weeks later. You're like, why?
What?
Why do I even have the safe? I'll just keep the money in a filing cabinet with a lock on it.
Yeah.
It's equally secure. Why even bother?
Honestly, just stop with the servers. I think maybe you have to just do a regular no server game from now on. I don't know how else with the floppy disks. Never mind. We remember the 90s. Those got stolen in every movie. Floppy disks were like always getting stolen. So
they're so easy.
Nothing's safe. Pirates have been out there forever.
They've been pirating this podcast for years. Nobody pays for it. It's crazy.
Like, guys, you don't have to steal it. It's free. And they keep stealing it anyways. They love it.
It just sounds better when it's stolen. Some game developers are starting to realize that doing hyper-specific things for 10 years straight isn't always the best career path.
What?
I know. So this is kind of interesting because in lots of other careers, lots of other professions, that's actually a great thing. I'm sure you can speak, Peterson, to professionals at Boeing, especially engineers, who are the only people that can do what they do in the world. And they've been doing that same thing for 25 years. Well, in the world of video games, if you think about it, that's not always the best play because each video game is like a little snowflake. They're all very different. They may use the same software tools and they may use the same technologies. and you may have the same like general discipline, but when you are making, for example, say like Breath of the Wild, and you are making the grass in that game, well, that you're not necessarily a grass artist that can go to the next Elder Scrolls game and just make their grass, because it would look like the grass and behave like the grass in Breath of the Wild. So you have to. That's basically the point of this article. The crux of this article in Automaton is revolving around Arc System Works creator Daisuke Ishiwatari. I think I actually got that one, who was speaking about this very problem in game development, and especially since we've been talking about all these layoffs, talking about how insecure game development is as a career, making yourself that's what game developers have done, is they've siloed people and made them do the same thing that they get really good at. And then if you lay them off, especially if you don't publish the game, like we've seen with a lot of games that you work on for years and years, and you just do this one thing, how are you going to go to the next studio and say, look, this is what I worked on? I mean, quite frankly, when I'm thinking about the example I just used for you, Peterson, so you've got a Boeing engineer that's been working on a specific proprietary engine for 5 years, and then you guys lay him off. Can he go to another aerospace company and be like, look, I made this engine? It's probably NDA'd. They probably can't talk about it at all.
Yeah.
So is he kind of screwed in that? Is
A
that
little bit. Like
that's
he'd have to start over. Like we have a lot of guys who do that, specialize out here where I work, and like there's not a lot of places they can go work. There's not a lot of places, like they can't just like leave and go to a different company if they're not working on the exact thing.
Yeah.
Then there's like, yeah, no, like we don't know what to do with your skill set.
So you're so valuable to the company up until that point.
Yeah. So if you're like the boob physics guy, and that's all you worked on in the last couple games, and then like you can't just go apply to like Fortnite and they're like, we don't really do the boob physics thing, and they're like,
no,
I don't.
We do butt physics here.
What do you mean you don't do boob physics? Like
boobs.
Well, can I propose that you do start doing boob physics? Like it makes a big difference. There's a big audience for that.
And I'm really good at it.
Like, you should see my bounciness. Like it's pretty great.
So one thing that Ishiwatari said that I wanted to quote here is he says, in current game development, localized staff involvement has become a common thing. It's very dangerous to spend decades doing highly specialized work only to realize later that you're no longer capable of doing anything else. You'll find yourself at a loss when the project you're working on hits a rough patch. And even if you quit your job, your chances of finding another will be slim. So exactly what Peterson was just alluding to. And this, so yeah, this isn't just unique to video games. That's a mistake when I claimed that. But he was talking about how Ishiwatari was talking about with Guilty Gear. He intentionally changed the workflow to give team members more agency and to hasten development. So he was basically taking a more holistic approach to the dev efforts, which I think it would be good. I think that does require a much heavier lift on the project management side, and because you have to make sure. So back to the Boeing engineering example, if your engineers could the ones that are highly specialized and they just work on one part of one engine, if they in fact worked on the whole engine, like multiple parts of that engine or multiple parts of multiple engines, it would stand to reason that their experience, that breadth of experience, would actually improve their work on that one specific part. Like I said, that does put a lot more lift on the project management to make sure that they can move around like that and have that ramp up time to learn those other things. But generally, if you have a more generalist approach in your employees and your specialists, they will have more experience to bring to bear to the product they're working on. And I had never thought of that before. I never considered it. I am very impressed that this guy did. And I think that's fascinating. Because humans aren't factory equipment on an assembly line. It's not like when Henry Ford was like, yeah, let's make an assembly line at Ford, and every single thing is just made by human hands. The actual designing that goes into this stuff, it benefits from people knowing more than just one single thing. or your product's gonna suck. So I think
Yeah.
that's so cool. Oh, I think that's so cool. But look, dude, the boob physics guy you're talking about. What could he learn from doing finger physics? He could make those boobs move in such strange, dynamic ways.
You know how good he'd be in the sexy game industry if
my
he
God.
could do finger physics and boob
Fingers
physics.
and boobs, dude. The guy would be a
Bro.
hero.
He honestly, hero,
Absolutely.
legend status. I'd know his name, that's for sure.
He would, yeah, household name.
You know how many devs I can name? 0. I would know him.
I would know
I would
that
know
guy.
him. I'd be
I would just
following him
know
on
him
Twitter
off
for
the game.
sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
He'd be my guy. The boob
he'd
and
be
finger
my
guy.
only Twitter follow in like
Just one guy.
7 or 8 years. Just like him.
I love him so much. All right, Riblets are little news stories.
Look,
Not
we
a
gave
ton
you the
of
full
meat
rib.
on these bones.
I'm just giving you the little chunks that are left over. You
Yeah.
didn't know that we kept those. We did, and we're
Bottom
selling them
of
to
the
you.
freezer bag. we take all the half empty or the mostly empty freezer bags. We pour them into one bag. We dump that whole thing into a fryer, a deep fryer.
Yeah,
We serve those to you, $8.99 a basket. Riblets. All right, Griffs. This first one is an uncovered prototype revealed an early version of Nintendo's Punch Out.
I do love this one because that was a game. That was a game of my childhood.
This is a core game for Peterson. And the Video Game History Foundation, which is an awesome organization. These are the guys that were said that Peterson and I were getting those old video game magazines from. Yeah, so these guys are legit. They do legit ass work. They just released a YouTube video presenting their newest find, which is a prototype of Punch Out. And this was what's interesting about this. This was before Mike Tyson was signed for the game. So instead of fighting Mike Tyson as Little Mac at the end, you're fighting a guy named Mr. Dream.
Mr.
Dream, which is a much less appealing game. Mr. Dream's Punch Out just doesn't have the same kick. To it.
No, Mike Tyson definitely. The name of Mike Tyson was a smart ad because kids like me back in the 90s when this game was out, like, yeah, we thought Mike Tyson was like this invincible demigod, right? We were just like, nobody can touch this guy. I never watched any boxing, zero boxing, and we would get pay-per-view Mike Tyson fights and watch them. Like,
hell yeah.
And I wouldn't even watch the other bouts. I would just watch the Tyson fight. Like, that was it.
Just likes the snuff films.
It was
Doesn't
Mike
watch
Tyson,
the warm-ups.
Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan, like these guys. Like, I didn't care about basketball.
Snuffs only.
Ken Griffey Jr. We were just like, that's all I want to watch. I just want to watch these guys.
I want to watch juiced up people dominate in sports.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. So that was what. So this is why, like, Mike Tyson ad, like, yeah, of course we played Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Freaking Tyson was a god. I wanted to beat him up a little bit.
You and Mr. Dream. You would have beaten the heck out of Mr. Dream. And you would have been so pissed getting to the end of the game and having to fight Mr. Dream. You're like, what?
Like, Mr. Dream?
A very disappointing game.
He sounds like a princess. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, oh,
it sounds like a Disney game.
Mr. Dream.
I don't want that.
Look how handsome he is. No, we need Mike Tyson with his gap in his teeth and his weird voice.
Yeah. Dude, I remember distinctly the first time I heard about Mike Tyson biting somebody's ear off.
Evander Holyfield, I was watching that fight.
Oh, so yeah, I remember being like, I remember where I was. I was in a swimming pool.
Oh, nice.
I remember where, and like somebody expressed that story or shared that story, and I couldn't wrap my head around it. I think I was like maybe 10. I couldn't get it. And for a little while, I thought people were fucking with me because as a kid, you're never quite sure.
Like, yeah, that sounds
like,
wrong.
Boxers.
There was no like internet. You couldn't like check this.
Yeah, I couldn't go like watch the YouTube video. I had no way other than like people talking about it. And I think vaguely I knew that boxers wore like mouth guards, and they were. I was like, how would you even do that? And then I was like, the theory, of biting someone's ear off. Like if I had to right now try to bite someone's ear off, I wouldn't really know where to start.
I mean, because it wasn't the whole ear, Jonathan. It was like,
I know, but that's not the story I got in the swimming pool.
Oh, it was the ear, the whole ear. Like you in your head.
people
His ear
don't.
was gone.
People
Yeah.
don't. They're not qualifying that. They're not saying, "Well, Mike Tyson was fighting Evander Holyfield and he bit off a quarter of this part of the
Bit off a
ear."
chunk of
They
his
said they
ear.
bit off his ear. That was the
Yeah.
that was
Okay.
the whole
That's fair.
thing. And
That's
so
fair.
I was like, so yeah, I'm thinking, and I didn't watch them. I wasn't like you. I didn't watch boxing, so I really when they what is that called when they get all when they just hug each other,
Yeah, they got
all
locked
tied up or whatever,
Yeah.
locked up. So I didn't really. Which if I had understood that, because they get really close to
Yeah. They're like in each other's.
that made
faces
perfect
and
sense.
stuff.
So I didn't understand that locking. I thought they were just
Oh.
it's a boxing fight, just
like
Mike
Rocky
Tyson's Punch-Out.
movie.
You punch, yeah, like a Rocky movie. You punch, and then someone falls down. And the idea that somebody just jumped in and bit someone else's ear off, I couldn't wrap my head around, but it like made me very nauseous, the concept of it. And I was like, why is he not in prison? I just couldn't get it. Could not get that. And
he's just like, is he an animal? Like, is Mike Tyson a dog? I don't like. Are we
yeah,
having
dude,
people fight dogs right now?
I'm telling you, it was a different time. Hearing stories like this in the 90s was such a different time.
And honestly, that might have been something that would have done really well, like humans fighting animals on pay-per-view. Like that probably would have
we could have done that in the 90s.
Oh, yeah, in the 90s, they could have done that. It would probably done really well.
Easy.
They just stopped it. Like in late 90s, it would have been like, are we still okay with this? And then someone would have kept it going for like another 7 or 8 years.
Someone would have called
like,
you gay for questioning it. And they
yeah. And then flick
and you're like, no, I'll keep doing monkey fights. We'll keep doing monkey knife fights.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I do like watching a kickboxer fight 60 rabbits. Like I do kind of like that.
I love hearing the rabbits
just stomping on them. Honestly, they probably could have done that. And then I'm not even joking. That probably could have happened.
Ashes of Creation, the failed MMO, its old CEO was apparently spending lavish money of his $3.2 million Kickstarter. This is Ashes of Creation. It's a now defunct MMORPG. It was made by Intrepid Studios. It raised $3.2 million on Kickstarter, and this controversy surrounds its CEO Stephen Sharif and his actions after the Kickstarter was concluded, which didn't include making the game.
Yeah.
And this is all stemming from a YouTube video from Nefax, I don't know, who claims to have reviewed all of Intrepid Studios' financials for the past 11 years and claims that Sharif just used the money to live the high life.
Yeah.
He had a personal chef. He spent $41,000 on auction sites for historical curios.
Cool.
$40,000 on historical curios, not just historical furniture, but historical curios. Only. Yeah, $420.
He just wanted to buy stuff
to a luxury cigar retailer, which, I mean, knowing the world of cigars, that could have been one cigar. And of course, Sharif denies any of this. I think I don't have a ton of other details on this. I do feel like because the board has been butting heads with Sharif over all this. Sharif saying he didn't do any of this, and now they've got this financials, and they were trying to copyright strike the video, and it's pretty clear. I'm saying is we're gonna wait. I know this one's got juice to it. We're gonna let this ripen
we'll see something else in a week or two.
Yeah, this is gonna ripen and be very juicy later, and I'm really excited about it. Ashes of Creation. We're gonna hear more from these guys.
Patrick said some of the Kickstarter scam stories are fascinating. I do think a lot of what happens is like people do a Kickstarter and it gets a ton of money, $3 million, right? And like for a lot of people, that's just too enticing. Like our bank account, we just got 3 million, or we'll just say 3 million because I know Kickstarter takes a bit, but like your bank account just got a big old bunch of money, and now you're sitting there and you're like, what am I gonna do with this? So I can go of that vacation I've been wanting to go on. Like I think the temptation is too much for some people. And I think that's what you're seeing here. Like he's supposed to be using it for one thing, and he's like, no, well, just but there's this curio auction that I just can't resist. And now I can get it because I got money in the bank. Like I got this money there. You know what I mean? Like no one will notice if $5,000 goes missing. It's 3 million, like whatever. You know what I mean?
$1,000
of curios. I hope he got something interesting.
I hope it's I hope it's like really nice oak, and it really makes him happy because he's gonna need. I hope he can just go lean on his curio, whatever you do with a curio. I don't know, put some books in it.
It's just really cool. You know what I mean? He just wanted
comforting.
like a cool thing with a cool story behind it. I hope he got scammed, to be honest.
I hope it's IKEA.
Kudos. Kudos. Kudos.
All right, kudos, our positivity segment. We're gonna spill some positivity in our laps.
Dude, I like it when you say that. Coods. We got some coods.
Got some coods for you. Send me your coods. All right, what
I'll
coods
send you
do
my
have?
Coods. I've got 2.
Send me your coods, Peterson. You start because you got. Oh, is it all foods?
Yeah, all foodos today. I love it when they're
Foodos.
all foodos.
Yeah, let's do it.
So I'll do one, you do one. Okay, so first off, I got some new Pringles. Whenever I see like new Pringles, I mean, not
They're
always.
called Pringles. I'm so sorry.
Prangles. Sorry,
Yeah,
do I have
there
to
you
say it
go.
like that, or can I just say
No,
Pringles?
you just say Pringles, but it's not
Okay.
Pringles anymore.
Some prangs. Can I call them prangs?
Yeah.
Some
you can call 'em
prangies. Okay, so there's some new prangies that I saw at Walmart, and whenever I see a new type of prangie, I'm like, I gotta check it out.
Always.
And like
I'm so curious which ones you got.
spicy guacamole. Have you had them?
Guacamole. No, the latest ones I got it was like a cheesesteak sandwich or some shit like that.
I usually like don't love those ones because it's like too many different flavors that they're
It wasn't
trying
my
to hit.
favorite. But
You know what I
spicy
mean?
guacamole does it.
They nailed it. First off, like it tastes like guacamole. Like you're eating and you're like, oh yeah, this I want to put it on a sandwich so badly. These prangies, they are. It's like a mild spice. It even says that it's like mildly spicy, but the spice kind of like it's one of those spices where you're eating and you're like, oh, that's not bad at all. And then you swallow and you're like, man, my lips are tingling, and it like kind of builds once you stop eating. And like, man, this is like kind of getting me. Like they're a good spice level. It's not like aggressive to the point where I'm like, but like my lips are burning, you know?
Yeah.
But, man, they are good. Everyone I gave one to was like, oh wow, these are really good. Like, so you got to try them if you see them. Spicy guacamole prangies. I think you're gonna like them. But
Okay.
yes, just know that they are spicy. Like there's no getting around it. It will burn your mouth a little bit. You won't cry, but you'll feel it.
I like that because
They're
you don't get
good though.
Spicy guacamole is kind of a rare thing. You don't find it a lot. You kind of
And honestly, they nail the flavor.
Ooh.
You don't get a lot of good guacamole flavored stuff.
You think?
I don't know. I was just there when I saw it, and I was like, "Oh shoot, I gotta try that." Because me and Lily were there for something else, and man, I liked it. It was so great.
Nice. I have a kudos, which is I'm so excited to share this. I love sharing my weird eating things, and I got a new one.
Oh yeah, this does seem weird. I need to know what's
This comes
going
from
on about
a
here.
friend of mine that shared this with me, and I just was, and I'm just so over the moon about it. And I tried it because I thought it was crazy, and now I have to share it with all of you.
Share it with the world.
Best thing that's happened to me in a long time. Frozen cereal, folks.
Well, I don't know what that means.
Keep your cereal not in the pantry, in your freezer.
Why?
Keep your bags of cereal in the freezer. I promise you it will change your life. I thought it was a stupid thing. I thought this was so funny, ridiculous.
Yep.
And I don't eat a ton of cereal anymore, but I had to try this. I had a hankering, and so I got a bag of Captain Crunch berries. Not Oops All Berries, just Captain Crunch with berries.
Yeah.
And threw those in the freezer, and I pulled them out, and it changed my life.
How? Why? You need to give me more information. Be faster about this, please.
Dude, it makes the milk is ice cold. The milk is insanely cold because you wouldn't think the cereal was going to hold the cold, but it does. So now you're eating the coldest cereal you've ever had in your life. Like it is sub-zero temperatures easily. And on top of that, it is hyper crunchy. You don't have to worry about soggy when your cereal is frozen. Why is this not more common? I do not understand how I have never heard or even thought about this before, because crunchy cereal is very important to me.
I have an answer for that.
Go ahead.
Because people like it when it gets a little bit soggy. Not everyone likes it when it's rock hard crunchy the whole time.
Well, any normal people who do like rock hard crunchy all the time freeze your cereal. I'm telling you, this is the biggest innovation since burrito stumps.
Cold.
This-
What? Okay. Well, now I'm completely out.
Eat
Man,
your
I'm
cereal
actually
frozen,
anti this. I'm actually
eat
anti this.
burritos from
Cold,
the middle.
hard cereal
Pour
is not
your cereal into your milk, not the other way around.
Honestly, you know what I've been trying? Once you get little pebble ice, just put them in a bowl, sprinkle some sugar on it, and eat it like with a spoon. It's great. It's crunchy. It's ice cold.
It doesn't sound bad. Doesn't sound bad. Sounds like little mini popsicles. Are you pitching popsicle cereal to me? Don't stop. Keep going.
You know what? That sounds great.
Wow, I'm sold. How much
mini
is the box? $6 a box. Cool. Here you go.
Get some Dippin' Dots.
I can't
Pour it
I
in a
thought you'd be
bowl.
more into this. I'm so, but
I
you know
don't
what? Just like
love
with
ice
all of
cold
my
or hard.
great food innovations, they will be not appreciated in their time, as in when I'm sharing them with you. They will be appreciated later in the future after the listeners have heard all this and jump into our Discord to vehemently agree with me.
There will be one or two psychopaths in our Discord who are like, this becomes a big thing, and then me and the few normal people. I'm the only one who speaks up. All the other
It's only
normies
you.
don't say
Who is
anything.
this you normal
They
people?
don't
You got a
speak
mouse
up.
in your pocket?
They
There's
don't
no
speak
one
up.
else. It's just you.
They don't speak up. I did a poll. Everyone thinks your burrito thing is weird.
No.
Just our
dude.
Discord's like, oh yeah, we
Burrito
love
thing is
it.
Brilliant.
Oh my gosh. We're
Yeah.
not talking about this again. Okay, listen, I'll try it. I'll try it,
freeze your
Jonathan.
cereal.
I'll try it,
Ask your kids to freeze their cereal. They'll like
I'll
it
try
more
it.
than you.
but I'll just do like a little baggy because it might not be my thing. I can already tell, like, I don't know if I'm gonna love it, but I'll try it. I'll pick a good cereal for it too. I'm not gonna do like mini wheats. That seems like it'd be real weird.
No, it's a crunchy cereal. I want a crunchy cereal. Maybe like a Golden Grams would be good for this. Really hard
Yeah.
Golden
What
Grams.
have we tried a marshmallow one?
I would not recommend that. No,
Okay,
I would
'cause
not say marshmallows. That would be
Oh,
awful. They'd be
okay,
rock
okay,
hard.
okay.
They'd hurt.
Okay,
They're
what
already
about-
hard enough. I
What
don't
about like
marshmallow
life?
cereal.
You don't like marshmallow cereal?
I don't like the texture.
Marshmallow mateys?
No, not a big fan.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Big fan of those. All right.
Hmm.
All right, I'll try it.
I
I'll
feel
try
like
it
the
out.
cereal part is subpar for sure.
Listen, yeah, I have given you enough kudos for your kudos. Like, you'll give a kudos, I'll try it and be like, that was really great. And then I give you kudos the following week. So you have built up some goodwill. I will try this out. Okay.
I'm
And
glad
if I
built
like
some
it, I'll
goodwill.
promise I'll be like, I'll eat my words. I have no problem saying I was wrong. Trust me. You can ask any of the women in my life. I say it all the time, regularly. So
They told me. They told me I already knew that.
I have one more kudos.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, so same trip, same Walmart trip. Lily,
Same
we
trip to
went there
Walmart.
because it was so great. Lily, I promised her I'd get her some ice cream. So she picked out just one of those smaller ones, I don't know the size, one of those smaller containers of ice cream of Kinder Bueno ice cream. And I love a Kinder Bueno. And so I was like, oh, this could be good. So we got home and I was like, let me just try. It's got a nice chocolate, like crunch chocolate layer on top. You have to like break through like a creme brulee, like crack it, and then you dip down in it. I took one bite and I was like, what is this? It tastes all the ice cream tastes. And sorry, I need to say it does label itself as frozen dessert. So it is not ice cream. It's in the ice cream section. You know how like they're like, there's not enough milk in this to be called
Frozen
ice cream.
novelties.
Yeah,
That's
it's not enough milk to be called
novelty.
ice cream. So
Yeah.
but I'm just gonna call it ice cream for
Frozen dairy
ease
products.
purposes.
Yeah.
For the remainder of this segment. The inside of it tastes like the inside of a Kinder Bueno, but like in the best way.
Oh, I
is
love it.
Genuinely, and everyone in my family, me and Lily were like, you got to try this. Every single person was like, this is so good. This is so good. I was like, I'm not a huge ice cream fan. I know a lot of people don't love that, but I don't love ice cream. I like it enough. I'm not like anti-ice cream, but it's not my choice of dessert. This, I was like blown away by. I loved it so much. And I do love a Kinder Bueno. And so there is that caveat, but like, holy crap.
So
you
are you
guys,
saying you get hazelnut or you get Kinder Bueno?
Kinder Bueno.
Nice.
Because there is by the same company a Nutella one right next to it.
Yeah.
And that's the hazelnut one. I'm not kidding. You eat it and you're like, that's a Kinder Bueno. And every bite tasted like, it was so good. I'm telling you, freaking blowing my mind. I loved
I
it
really
so
hope
much.
neither of these are Walmart exclusives because that will make me very sad.
I don't
if
think
they are.
so because I looked it up and it said it was at Smith's, and so like I think it's just like on the shelves, you know.
Fuck yeah.
But wow, it was so good. So I definitely am gonna buy that again and put my name on it so my kids can't eat it because I want it.
Does that work? Do they
Yeah.
respect the name on
They're
the?
they're pretty good at it. Those little monsters,
Wow,
they will.
I'm
Because if
actually
you
really
don't,
impressed.
I'll have like a bite of something and be like, "Where did it go?" And like they finished it. I was like, I took one bite an hour and a half ago, and like the locusts came through. So
Dude,
anyway,
when I was a kid, my mom had this habit of making herself a Diet Coke, but she had a specific glass and she'd fill it with ice, 2 maraschino cherries, and then a spoonful of the juice from the maraschino cherry. She'd
okay.
splash that over and then pour the Diet Coke in there and then wait for it to stop fizzing and pour the rest of it. And this would just sit on the counter. And so we didn't really get a drink soda like as kids.
Yeah.
And so, but we could steal some of Mom's Diet Coke. So you'd walk into the kitchen and it'd just be sitting there, just bubbling and tempting you. And Mom had made this thing look so nice.
Oh my
And you
God.
take a sip of it, and then your sibling, and then you go downstairs. Your sibling goes through the kitchen. They see it and they take a sip of it. Meanwhile, Mom's cleaning the bathrooms. She made herself a Diet Coke, figured she'd go clean the bathrooms, and she'd come back. By the time she's done, she comes back and the Diet Coke is just gone. Bro, I'm telling you, I never once, none of us ever once got in trouble for it. She
Really?
just let it happen. And at the time I was like, yeah, like whatever. It's just that's the communal Diet Coke. In hindsight, now being an adult, I'm like, my mom was a saint.
Yeah.
I can't believe
I mean,
that
she was.
shit. I cannot believe she put up with that shit.
The audacity of these kids.
That is so disrespectful. She spends like this like her one joy in life is this like nice Diet Coke she fixes herself once a day, and we just walk through, slurp
You
the whole
just-
thing, wash down some hot pockets with it.
Honestly,
and
you
just
probably
head
don't
out.
even appreciate it. You
No.
probably don't even appreciate it. You're just like,
It was just
it's
a
there.
sody.
Just take. It's not water, and it's there, so I'm just gonna drink it a little.
Such little shits.
And you guys are all like sharing. You guys don't even care. There's so much backwash in there. You probably
Yeah,
don't even
yeah,
realize.
exactly. Yeah, your little like anyone wants to drink something that an 8-year-old has shared? No.
And then like
So,
all the kids been
I'm
sipping on. I don't
Very
want that.
impressed with how respectful your kids are. You must have a thicker willow than my mom had.
Well, it's because there's a lot to it. My oldest, he
It's all
buys
about
food,
the backswing. You really
My
got to come
oldest-
through it.
buys food, and he will get so furious if anyone eats it. But he will leave it in the fridge for like he'll like get a pizza, be like, "Don't eat this," and he'll leave it in the fridge
It
for
turns fuzzy.
5 days before he eats
Don't
it.
eat my rock hard pizza.
Like yeah, he like seriously you do that with sodas. Like, oh, he has a rock star in there with plastic wrap over the top of it and a like an elastic on. Like, dude, just drink it. Like, what are you
What?
saving it for?
The
I don't
time
know.
it takes you to do the plastic wrap thing, you could have just drunk it. Just drink it.
No, it will be there for days. I assure you, it
Ew.
will be there for days.
Ew.
I don't know why. Anyway, so they're pretty good about it. But you know, if you don't label it, it's gone. Which, to be fair, that was my family growing up. Like, if still, like, we go on family vacation. If you get leftovers or something, you put in the fridge. Like,
Fair
it's
game.
anybody's food. Yeah,
Fair
it's not
game.
like my food. It's everybody's food. So, anyways, Kinder Bueno,
Kinder Bueno. Yeah, that's. I was like, I
frozen
was about to share
dessert.
another story, but I was like, no, we better wrap this up.
We like kudos, guys. We like kudos. We can
We're
talk
talking about
food.
food nonstop
Yeah.
on kudos. Like, make us stop. Twist my
Yeah.
arm.
Here for real.
Forget the metaverse. We're going IRL.
IRL.
Unplug.
Plug into real life.
Plug into the real world.
IRL.
All right, IRL is our in real life segment where we think about things in video games and how they might compare to in real life comparisons. I don't know. And this week, this is one we've been sitting on for like a month. I'm really excited about. Was this your idea or my idea? I know you sent me the.
It was my idea. We had been kind of talking, and I was like, "Oh, that's a great segment idea." And then, but we had the type 1, type 2 fun stuff going on, so we were
Gotta
like,
get through
"Let's
that.
just
We had a
let's just
series.
wait."
You know, we love a series because it makes it so we don't have to think.
Yeah, we hate thinking so much.
The
you
listener
guys.
top 10 series is probably the best stretch this podcast has ever had. We didn't have to
Like,
think for like
content
months.
wise, probably not, but like we
Yeah.
loved it because it was real easy. So
Real nice.
the hardest part was like, who sent us a thing and where is it? Where can I find it? Ugh.
How hard did I lose it? So this one is curses in real life, curses you have picked up through the course of your life.
So this is like we were thinking about this because of course we can't stop playing Undermine 2. And just quick side note, we're pretty sure we are the premier Undermine 2
we are the
players.
best. We're the
in the
best Undermine
world.
2 players. Yeah,
Like
the
in,
whole world, not
and,
North
like-
America, not like the region, like the whole world. We are the best.
like so we get some of the craziest stuff. There's not a huge community for it. So
Like you put us in a tournament, and there are there's 10 of the other best Undermine 2 players in the world, and you all just are going through the same seed, the same run together.
Mhm.
There's 100% chance Peterson and I do the best at it.
yeah. Also,
get
we
the
will
prize.
beat those guys up, those dorks up. So
Oh,
it's
and
like,
then after the tournament, we just womp the shit out of them.
in the back,
That's just how this goes.
Leave with their girlfriends, like it's fine. Like
That's how
That's-
esports is when
yeah.
when you're a jock. That's just what it's
yeah,
about.
when you're as dope as us.
Beat them on the screen and then beat them behind the scenes.
Dude, I like that. I like that.
Nice. I have that
That's
on
our
a t-shirt.
tagline. That's our motto now.
I tattoo that on my
Team
chest.
3 beat him on the screen, beat him behind the scenes.
And then I spit on you and take your girlfriend home.
Okay. So
I
yeah,
wonder
so-
why we're getting cursed. I can't think of a single reason.
In Undermine, like you're just going through, you pick up like abilities and buffs to abilities and buffs to stats and stuff. But you can also pick up curses, which it will nerf certain things or give you something negative, like a negative outcome or something like that. And so that's where this came from. We're thinking like, man, we get all these curses. What are some curses that we've picked up in real life?
How many did you bring?
I have kind of a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But we can go through them. Some of them
I
we can go
have
through
5
kinda
too.
fast.
I have 5. So
Oh.
you start.
Okay. So I can do one that goes for both of us.
Yeah, it's the trauma one.
Kind of. It's the curse is called motherless because we have both lost our mothers. And this was a curse we picked up late game. Honestly.
Late game curse, and you didn't think you have no defenses for it.
No, yeah, there's I mean, actually, it's like a mid game curse because like late game, you're supposed to like get this curse right when like mom's old, but like,
Calling it mid game's pretty optimistic, don't you think, man?
hey, come on, bro. But like, and I'm saying that because it wasn't like our moms were like old and sickly, like ready to go. They were not old. They were
They
like,
were here, and then the next day they were gone.
yeah.
It's just like, oh,
It's like, oh
my.
no,
no,
And,
no,
yeah.
stop.
This is a
Don't
curse
die.
that you pick up, and it's one it's a sticky curse, so it doesn't go away. It can get a little bit better, but that trauma will always like rear its head at some point.
In the
And-
middle of a battle, and it just happens, and you're like,
and you
oh,
don't even know. Like you're
just a
not
dice
like,
roll.
uh-oh, this is gonna trigger this. It's always like something you're like, oh no, where's my mom?
and now I'm
You know what I
crying
mean?
now.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I had no
This-
idea this song was so sad, but now I have to pull over because I can't see.
This song that I've known for 25 years, all of
Oh,
a sudden is just
it's
hitting me, and
sad
I'm like,
now.
oh, here we go. Somebody
Oh,
says something, and you're like, oh, that reminds me of
someone
my mom.
asks you the simplest question, and you're like, I need to go into the bathroom and cry for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
motherless is I called this same curse death of a loved one.
Okay. Yeah.
And the subtitle of this curse is death lurks behind every corner. So for me, the debuff is if you don't cast the magic spell I love you or drive safe or be safe, that person is 50% more likely to die a sudden tragic death. So the curse here is that you have to constantly be casting those spells. And if like someone leaves and you don't tell them to be safe, you can still text them the spell. But you have to cast that spell or they're going to die. That's the problem with this curse.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time you left my house I didn't tell you to drive safe?
Every time. Yeah.
Every fucking time.
Yep.
I have to cast that spell. It's part of the curse.
That's a great, yeah. So that's definitely one we both have. Okay. Wait, do you want to do you was with you just kind of you did one of yours, right?
Yeah, that was one of mine.
Okay.
It was a different flavor. We both
This is an interesting one. This is a very Peterson specific curse that I did pick up. I don't know when I picked it up, probably sometime in my early teen years. It's called Hobbit Growth. I here's the thing. I have 3 brothers. They are all tall, like 6 foot range tall. They're all
yeah,
tall.
you got screwed.
I'm 5'7". Like I'm not tall. I am short, but this is like a monkey paw type of situation
You're gonna live
because
longer.
I got cursed. Like I didn't grow. Like I grew hobbit sized, and then I just kind of like. But I also got hobbit growth when it comes to hair, because my
Oh, are
3
they all
tall
bald?
brothers are all bald.
Oh shit, dude!
Yeah.
So many people would trade for that too.
So that is, and I'm not bald. I've got a full head of hair, and so
That's like one of those things where you have to choose one curse or the other,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
and that's really
Yeah.
cool.
Some of the theories are that your hair is only this tall, and if you
Wow.
go past it, you can't
Oh
grow
shit!
anymore.
That
So
is a sound theory.
right? Yeah.
My
So
body can only grow hair this high.
yeah.
Yeah,
Phil
see?
said I'm 5'10" and bald. Did I get both curses? Nope.
No,
5'10"
Phil,
is still
your hair
tall.
is only 5'9".
You kidding me? I'm 5'7". Are you kidding me, Phil? Like I'd love to be 5'10". What are you talking
5'10".
about?
How's the
You're
weather up
freaking
there?
giant
Phil?
over
How's-
there.
How's it going up there, buddy?
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, bro? No. So it's the Hobbit growth curse. I don't know how I picked it up or when. My sister has
Hobbit
the same
growth.
curse. She's shorter than I am. All of our brothers tall. Me and my sister not. Yeah.
Yes,
So,
Phil. 5'10" is technically tall.
Yeah,
You're
come on,
taller than
bro.
like 90% of
yes,
humans on
5'10"
Earth
is
right
tall.
now.
Have you just walk around and look at people and be like, look at those, look at that short little guy. It's me. It's me. I'm the short guy
That
you're
little
looking at.
stumper.
Like,
Little guy.
what's he doing down there? What is he gonna stand up soon? No, I am.
Yeah, see, Phil, it's not that you're bald or short. You're taller than your hair.
Your hair was 5'9" and you grew past it. Like
Good for you.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So if you if you got double amputations on your legs, you'd probably start growing hair back. You'd be like, I don't know why this is happening, but
so thick,
good chance.
luscious. I look like Goku.
Look
all
at
the
me.
way up there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
see,
there you go.
Patrick's hair. It sounds like Patrick's hair is 6'3".
Yeah. It's possible. You just need to know where your hair height is.
You
And,
got
like,
two.
yeah.
You got your regular height and your hair height.
Yeah. Also,
Dude,
I
I'm
do.
so in on this conspiracy theory. I'm
Mhm.
here for it.
My family's a great example of it. So there we go. So
Your
Yeah.
family's hair height is the same.
yeah.
Everyone has the same hair height, but
Yeah.
you're
Mhm.
God, that's so funny to me. God, that's funny. I picked up this one. I don't know how. I honestly don't know how I picked this curse up, but it is definitely a curse I carry. It's called Finger Slayer.
Finger
I'm
Slayer.
just-
Okay.
Yeah, just finger slayer. I'm 25% more likely to damage my fingers. The first time this curse procced was when I was trying to cut the little stumps off of a Christmas tree with a saw, and I just buried the saw in between my 2 main fingers. Main fingers? What are these ones called? Your main fingers.
You too big. Your main ones.
My
I don't
peace
know.
fingers. They went
The
between
ones
my
that-
peace fingers.
The ones that actually work. The other ones are like kind of useless. So it's like
They're just kind of
2
there.
good ones, and then
It's like
these,
those 2 toes you have that won't move separately from each other. You're like, why are you like this?
Why'd you be better than you're separate?
You used to grab on trees, and now you
guys are
can't
so
even move
codependent.
separately. Stupid toes. Yeah. So I shoved that, and then since then I smashed my fingers on like a huge rock and like busted one of them. Most recently, I was opening a crave in Florida and sliced halfway down to the bone on the same finger, in fact, that I sliced with the saw. So I have essentially 2 different scars that basically run the entire gamut. Long story short, the main problem with this curse is that I know and have known for years now, I am not going to be buried with all 10 of these.
Oh,
I'm
no.
not going to the grave with all 10 of my fingies. And in
Mm-mm.
fact, it's going to be very strange for the person, if persons or anyone's with me when I do finally knock one of these bad boys off, and they're going to be like, oh my God, you lost your pinky or whatever. And I'm going to be like, about time. I've known this is coming for years. I just know it's coming. It's just one of those curses that sits there with you until it finally procs and you lose a finger. They're cursed. Phil shared one. He has a curse. He's called Vertical Tripper. He says he trips going up the stairs a lot.
So much
That's
when
a
he's
good
carrying
curse.
food, he has to go very carefully. Yeah.
Remember when you were a little kid, you go upstairs really fast, you end up just like crawling up of them?
Yeah.
Phil never evolved out of that.
Phil, if he's not carrying food, he's just gonna crawl up the stairs.
Lots of babies go from like crawling to walking, and Phil did the same thing, but on the stairs, it just that disconnect. Never got there. Vertical Tripper? That's awesome. It's a good curse.
Okay.
Peterson, what's your next one?
Okay, so my next one is called 20 Drip 20.
Sick.
I have perfect
Sick.
I have perfect vision. I have 20/20 vision.
Drippy, droopy eye.
But my left eye drips. And guess what? You know what I found out, JD? This is an unremovable curse because it's not for everyone. For me, somehow it's became a sticky curse. It's unremovable because I have had surgery on my left eye now.
That's
4 times.
that's the real curse there.
Yeah.
You're
Like-
surgery resistant.
Surgery resistant because I've had it 4 times now. This is a simple procedure. The surgery they do put you under, but it takes less than an hour, 80% success rate. I have now had it 4 times to the point where because an ENT and an eye
Doctors just
doctor do
laugh
it
every time.
the ENT is taken over. The eye doctor just told him, just do whatever. Like, I don't know what to do anymore. Like, just go,
Just do
try
whatever
you
because
want.
nothing helps.
And he literally has done 2 things that one of them he's only done to one other person. The other one he's never done before. He's just
And
trying
then the third
stuff.
one he's only ever done to dogs.
Like, it's for real, a real curse. And like, I have perfect vision, but when I go do the eye test, I have to sit there and like dry my left eye out before I do it because everything's blurry in my left eye because it's always full of tears.
This is so amazing.
One
This is
day,
a good one. This is a
I
really good
really
one.
hope this gets fixed because it's not even like that bad of a curse. It's more annoying than anything. It's
Yeah.
just obnoxious. It's like one of those curses that you're like, I can live with this, but like, come on. Like,
I'd
it's just
really
kind of
prefer
annoying.
This curse would go away. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't. It's a sticky curse. We've tried everything. It can't get rid of it. Tried all the hacks, tried everything I can do.
So this one you're gonna love. This is probably gonna be Peterson's favorite. It's called Bully Familiar, where your familiar is also your bully.
Okay. Yeah.
And just a quick sidebar, can I tell you this strange idiosyncrasy in language I've noticed within the last year or two that I am so fascinated with, and I love it so much, is the idea that we refer to bullies with a possessive.
My bully.
That's my bully. Oh, he's my bully.
Mhm.
It's
Almost like a
not-
sweet relationship.
it's not
and
a
like
bully
horrible.
or he bullies me. That is my bully.
That is interesting. A lot
Like
to
it's an
unpack there, I
assignment.
think.
I know, right? Because that's not a bunch of psychiatrists or Twitter people sitting around deciding what language should be. That just happened.
Yeah,
We
that's
just call bullies with a possessive. That's
his
my
bully is
That's his bully.
Wow.
Oh, that was his bully.
Interesting.
She was my bully in high school.
Wow. Okay.
Isn't that funny?
That is weird.
I can't. Ever since I noticed it, I can't shake it, and I think it's hysterical when I hear it used by people. I'm like, ooh, there's something really, really deep.
You guys had a real relationship going on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, it's not my girlfriend or my dad. It's my bully. In my life, my bully is my dog.
Yeah.
In video games, familiars are often a cool mystical creature that runs around
Companion
with you.
animal.
Companion that helps you out, whether it's a hawk or an eagle or a velociraptor. In my case, it's a husky, a 46-pound husky named London, who
Mhm.
is a out-and-out bully, which Peterson can confirm.
Yeah.
She torments me. She takes pleasure in tormenting me.
She does.
She enjoys when I'm miserable or yelling at
And
her.
she's smart. Like she knows what she's doing. Like she's very intelligent. Like this is intentional.
Exactly. And like so many bullies, everyone loves her. And
Mhm.
everyone's like, oh, what are you talking about? London can't be a bully. She's so sweet. Look at those big brown eyes. She's so cute.
All of that is true. All of that is true.
Just
not
like a
to-
bully
not-
that's like,
not to JD.
like friends with your teacher and you go to
Yeah.
tattle on him. And she's like, Justin?
He's a
Not a
popular kid. Like
bully.
everyone loves
He's a
them.
popular kid. That's London. She's the popular mean
Mhm.
girl in my house that I live with.
You
She
live with.
bullies me. So her services is a familiar. This is like you get a really good familiar in a game, but their services come at a cost. And
I like this one a lot.
am living with like like the actual embodiment of like insult the comic dog or whatever that is. That's London. My
Yeah,
bully familiar.
This is a really good one. It's like a
Thank you.
boon and nerf at the same time. It's just like
Yeah, because she
can be so great and you love her, but like
one
at
of the
same
best
time,
familiars
like,
in the game.
ugh.
But you have to like know what you're getting into when you
And
summon
honestly,
her.
she's gonna piss you off quite a bit, like many times. She's gonna be pretty upset.
Is it worth it? And you're like, yeah, okay, I guess it's kind of worth
I
it.
like, what am I supposed to do? I love her so much, and she's so
She's my
great.
bully.
But also,
But
like,
she's my
just
bully.
maybe she could take a break. Maybe she could just be my friend.
Just
for a
chill
little
out a little bit. And it's ironic because I did kind of keep this on, and I thought it would be right about the timing that she comes in the office here and bullies me during the episode.
bit. She knows what's
And
happening.
she knows
Take it to
that's
my
part
meat.
of her being a bully is she's like asleep like a little angel right now in her bed.
Okay, that's a great one. I've got one called Cheap Sack. Here's the thing. And what this curse is really breakable items. So like in games like Undermine, right? Sometimes items will pop out of things and sometimes they'll break. They'll break easily and you're like, it's really obnoxious. I do have that. But it's a curse of my own making, really. And actually, JD has the opposite curse, and we've had this conversation many times. JD buys very nice, durable products. He buys a pair of jeans, they're expensive, and they're going to last him forever.
Decades.
Yeah. I will buy a pair of jeans at TJ Maxx. I don't even know who makes them.
They're falling off in when he's trying them on in the fitting room.
I'm
And he's like,
I
"That's
don't
all right."
I didn't need that belt loop.
It just they only need to get out of the store, and that's great. That's better than the last pair.
And he's like, well, like your shoes, like how often do they last? I'm like, I don't buy a couple pairs of shoes a year. I don't know. Like it's like I buy my jeans are like done after a little while, and just throw it. He's like, why don't you just save yourself some money in the long run and buy some nice ones? I'm
Are
like,
the laces made out
I
of
hate
paper?
that.
You're like, I don't care.
I don't.
Fair.
Yeah, it
I'll be
doesn't matter.
buying a new
Replace
pair
them in
next
4
week.
months.
Anyway,
Like it doesn't matter. And like JD's the opposite of this, but like I can't. If you were
no,
like, hey,
I've tried to get him to do it, and he
I
won't.
can't. If you're like, hey, go buy
Refuses.
these pants are gonna last you your whole life, but they're $200. I'd be like, I hate you for saying that to me. Like, do you even know me? Like, I can't
I'd
do
rather
it.
spend that $200 of pants money over the course of 18 months than to spend it once for 10 years.
Like, yeah, I don't want to take a $200 hit right now. I could take a $15 hit at TJ Maxx, and like I don't
Every
even
month.
notice it.
It's like Peterson's on like a pants subscription to TJ Maxx. All of his clothes are like a subscription, basically, is what Peterson prefers.
Yeah, it is, and it's the same because it's like a crapshoot. You actually don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know if they're gonna be great or you're gonna hate them. Like, and so no, but this is
awesome.
This is a Peterson curse. Like, I cannot. There are some things I'm not frugal at all about. Like food, I love food. I'll spend so much money on food. But then like stuff, I'm like, please don't make me spend a lot of money on this. I hate it. And like, yeah, but you know, if in the long run it's better. And I'm like, that I don't even compute. That doesn't even make sense to my cheap sack brain. I have this curse. I can't. It doesn't even make you sound so stupid right now to me.
Okay, so I just remembered our curse clip. Should we start playing it, or do we just play it
Oh
at the
yeah,
end?
we forgot. Here, let me do
Play
this.
it.
Let me do this.
You are cursed.
I turned up the music because it's too catchy, and I was like, where can I stop this? I want to listen to the whole song every time.
Okay, so that's your curse. All right, my
Mhm.
next curse up is Shakes of Worry, is what it's called. I'm always just generally worried about like everything. This has been instead of an instant apply curse, this was more of like a slow build curse. It's like one of those curses where the
Mhm.
bar gets worn down to a certain point and then you get the curse.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so it fills up. My curse bar filled up, and once it reached max or full, this
And then
curse
the
was
effects
applied.
take
Oh,
place.
hey, here's my bully familiar.
She's gonna come in here and whine at you.
There she is.
Look how mean she is.
Yeah, and
And
everyone's
I
like,
know
"Oh,
you
she's
plotted
so sweet
something.
and cute." No, I know when I'm being bullied. It's been happening my whole life. So, um, Shakes of Worry. Basically, the only cure for this curse is constant therapy, support group, meditation, and that's just to keep it below the full maxed
That's
out
like
bar.
that's so it doesn't like raise up so quickly. Like
Right.
it'll max out at some point, and then and you'll see the effects of it.
Yeah.
But this slows it down. Those things you can
Yep.
slow it down a little
But
bit.
I'm constantly on monitoring this curse. It's kind of like in a survival game where you have to constantly monitor your food bar, your water bar, your oxygen bar. For me, this is the worry
Mm,
bar,
yeah.
and I have to manage it constantly because if it gets full, I black out and die.
Yeah.
All right, play it.
No, that's here we go.
Wait. I want to say that
What?
Shakes of Worry.
Shakes of Worry.
You are cursed.
There you go. All right, I've got two more. This one's called No Worries, Mate. That's what it's called. It's not Australian, but it sounds Australian because Australian people say that. No worries, no worries. They say it a lot. And
Good for them.
yeah, it's really great. Mine's kind of the opposite of the one you just said. The Shakes of Worries. No worries, mate. But it sounds great. It sounds great. It
Does
is a
sound nice.
procrastination curse. Really what it is
Ooh.
because there are things that I will need to get done in my life. Like pay my bills. You want a good example? My mortgage is due on the 1st of every month.
And is that the day you pay it every month?
I haven't paid it yet. It's the 12th right now. Is the money in my bank account?
Peterson's
Yeah.
next curse
it's
is
there.
the eviction curse, and he hates it.
Nuh-uh.
Foreclosed on curse. I
No,
hate it.
here's the thing about procrastination curse. It's you don't worry about anything. Things are going great, like so easy, like whatever, things are fine. And then you hit a point where it's like a breaking point. And you're like, oh no, I need to worry about this. And then it's like panic mode. You go from 0 to panic mode, and it could have easily been prevented, easily preventable with just the most minimal amount of work, minimal amount of effort. How long does it take me to pay my mortgage? I could do it on my phone right now before I finish this, but I won't because I'm just like, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it after this. That's what I keep thinking, but I won't. I'll push it off until it's really a problem. And I do this with everything. That's the thing. This isn't just like a sometimes in certain scenarios. This is everything. I push off every single thing that I could possibly push off until
some
it's
things you
panic
can't
mode. I'm
push
like,
off.
oh no. And if you can't push it off, it's like the most stressed out I've ever been.
Right.
And like, this is it sounds great. And it is not. It causes so many more problems than it fixes. So the procrastination curse, and like a lot of people are like, oh yeah, no, I procrastinate. And I'm like, I don't think you get it. I don't think you understand. I don't procrastinate. I just don't do everything. I just won't do stuff for so long. Here's another. I'm on the bills kick right now. My city bill, like the city, like the water and all that stuff. I don't pay it usually until they send me a pink version of the bill that's like, hey, you got to pay this. I'm going to shut your stuff off.
Peterson, this is triggering my Shakes of Worry right now.
It's
and
fine.
It's
fine because guess what? I haven't gotten the colorful bill yet, so it's like, it's fine. Look, Look, you
don't show me your bill stacks. My Shakes of Worry.
No. You think I'm all talk? No, this is an old one that I have sitting here. An old one.
You just have that.
Just right here. It's fine.
Oh my God, that's just there. Peter just has a shut off notice within.
These are medical bills. It's fine. Is the money in my account? Yeah. Could I do it right now? Yeah, I probably could.
And
like,
Patrick
why?
just pointed out that with all the late fees, you could probably buy yourself a nice pair of jeans that lasts longer than it takes you to drive home from the store.
Or actually, I don't get that many late fees. That's the thing. The consequences are so low. I don't fully dox myself. Guys, I don't care if you know where I live.
Yeah, Peterson would love it. if
Can
his
you
haters
come
came
here
and
and
killed
pay
him.
my
Both of
bills
us
for me?
would be stoked
Yeah.
if you came to our house and murdered us. Oh,
Yeah, if I had like a legit stalker, I'd be like, this is crazy, man. Like this is like,
so nice. I don't
yeah.
have to pay for euthanasia. It's just free and it delivers. Oh,
Yeah, and Phil, I'm in your neck of woods all the time. I should just drive down there and say hi to you. You know what I mean? Like,
or you can go
I'm
to
always around there.
Peterson's.
Yeah, it's no
Easy.
big deal.
You know where he lives now.
Yeah.
Do it. Say the curse
Do it.
and then curse it.
Oh, yeah. So this is the no worries, mate.
You are cursed.
My last one is the elixir of distrust.
Okay.
It makes it so this was a potion I drank, and it made it so I never trust any company of corporation.
That
ever
is
again.
true.
I
Yeah.
can't, and I want to, but I've been so betrayed so many times that I just can't trust any of them anymore, and that's just kind of where I've been left, unfortunately. I mean, I look at like company. When I was talking to Trent about recently, it just breaks my heart is McDonald's, because you know me, anyone on this podcast knows me, that I was the biggest McDonald's fan of all time. I ate it all the time. I ate it multiple times a week, and I tried all the new stuff. I just sang the highest of praises. I would just eat McDonald's any opportunity I could get. McDonald's price gouging that they've been doing over the last couple of years was so egregious that even when they offer deals, even when they're like doing other sandwiches or new things, I have less than zero desire to check that out. And that is so weird for me. And
Yeah.
it is spreads. I look at Netflix, same concept with the
Yep.
price gouging, where I had Netflix from the beginning. I had the male DVDs Netflix, and I canceled that. And I won't look. People are like, oh,
He's
this
not
is
even
on Netflix.
interested in going back.
I don't care. If it's that good, I'll just torrent it. But otherwise, I am like, no, screw Netflix. I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah, that's true.
Social media, that was a big one. All social media went from being like, I love Twitter, I'm on Twitter all the time every day, to being like, I never even want to like look at posts when people send them to me if they're on social media. I'm like, pass.
Yep.
So yeah, that's I just elixir of distrust. I can't trust anything or anyone anymore, which is, I'm not saying this is necessarily a bad thing or a curse, but it does make it feels like everything. It used to just be like, oh, I don't shop at Walmart out of principle. Now it's like, I don't shop at XYZ and 5,000 other places out of principle. So it does kind of get exhausting. It is a bit of a curse.
It is a curse, and it seems like a good thing sometimes, but then like when it comes down to it, it's
like if I can only get those prangs at Walmart, I'm not getting them because of this curse. That's the curse.
Yeah, that's the real curse.
Okay, elixir of distrust.
Okay.
You are cursed.
There are some wrestling fans out there
Who were like, yeah, they know what we're doing.
Freaking out that we're playing this clip right now. Everyone else is like, what is that?
My last one is called the 5%er. That sounds great, right? You want to be in the 5%?
Yeah.
No.
Could be worse.
Not when it comes to drugs. Not pills, drugs, any drugs. You know how they're like, they list the side effects and most people don't get them? Yeah, I get them. All of them. Every time. If there's like a low % chance that's going to happen, it's going to happen to me. You know what happens if I take an opioid or if I take a muscle relaxer or a sleeping pill? I get the hiccups. And not just he got a little bout of the hiccups.
Curse. This is awful.
It's not like he got a little bout of the hiccups. I get hiccups for 4 days, guys. Yeah. It's like, and then you go up and look at like, is this a thing? And like, yeah, it's a thing, but it's like super rare. It doesn't happen to anybody. It happens to me every time. And then like if I took a gummy or something like that, it's the worst. It's the worst experience of my life. I was like having a real hard time sleeping. I was like, I'm going to try to take a gummy and see how that goes. It was the worst thing I've ever done.
This is like most medications you take?
Yes. I will get some stupid side effect.
The doctors, the scientists don't even know what hiccups are about, right?
Yeah. No, they just like.
It's just like a
And-
random contraction in your diaphragm, and no one knows what causes it. Really.
And here's the thing: a lot of people have like, there's like remedies. Like people are like, oh, here's what I do when you get hiccups.
Yeah.
And if I get normal hiccups, yeah, like I can get rid of those.
Oh, these
I
are
know how to do it.
medically induced hiccups?
Medically induced hiccups.
can't
There,
do anything about it.
nothing works. Okay, and let me just explain how
I
this
hate
is so
this
horrible.
so much because I hate hiccups.
Because they will come and go for 4 days straight. But
Mm.
I'll be walking around, and I'll get hiccups, and then finally they'll go away. And it's not like a hiccup for like a minute; it's like 20 minutes. Finally, they go away, and then when I sit down or lay down, they come back. Same thing, 20 minutes or so, hiccups. Then finally, they'll go away. When I stand back up, they're back. Every time I do that
Nope.
for like 3 or 4 days,
Nope.
it's horrible.
This is the
But,
worst
like-
curse that's been mentioned so far.
It will drive you crazy, but it's not just the hiccup stuff. Like I get nauseated on medications all the time. I take Zofran, that's an anti-nausea
Yeah.
med. It makes me throw up even harder. Like it makes me throw up so much worse.
I would stop taking that. I'm not a doctor.
No. I've only tried it a couple times, and every
Oh.
time, because like you get super sick, and people will be like, "Here, take a Zofran. It'll help you. Like you'll be able to sleep." No. It is like you've just put a lead ball of fire in my belly, and like I have to throw it up.
Take a Zofran. It'll make you shit your pants. Does that make you feel
It's gonna
better?
make you want to die even worse than you currently have. Like this happens to me with everything. Some medications, like people are like, "Oh no, like this is really great. It works really well. It feels good for not me. It doesn't feel good for me. It feels awful at all." If there's a negative aspect of taking something like a gummy or something like that, that will be my experience. I am like anxious and restless, and my whole body feels terrible. Like all of it's bad. There's no good for me in medications. It's really hard for me to find a good one. So I'm the 5%er. Usually I've had the eye surgery. My eye doctor told me he's never done the same eye 3 times. And I was like, well, you just jinxed it. And guess what? We're at 4 now. So
This all really plays into my general concept that Peterson is not a human, but is in fact a gnome. Because it would make
it
sense
does.
that your physiology is just slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
Like how Klingons' kidneys are like on the other side of their body, essentially,
Yeah,
or whatever the
yeah.
hell. That's like
Mhm.
you. So it's
Yeah.
like they're trying to fix you using human medicine when they should be using gnome medicine.
It's like we don't have a book of gnome medicine. You know who got the mumps when they were a baby?
This
Me.
gnome.
I got it before I could get the vaccine for the mumps. I got the mumps. No one knew what it was except for some old doctor who was like in his 70s. He's like, "Oh, I've seen this before." That's me. I'm the 5%er.
That doctor must have been a real know-it-all.
Dude, that was great.
Thank you.
Honestly,
Thank
you
you.
crushed it. That was really great.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm gonna come.
That's how good that was.
Okay, play it one more time. Play it the last time.
You are cursed.
So awesome. Guys, get on Discord. Share your curses.
We know you've
want-
all got some good
Get
curses.
vulnerable with it. Phil already shared one with us that I still love.
Falling up the stairs, falling
So
up.
So funny. I love that. So yeah, I want to hear all your curses. Tell us your troubles.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
You know what time it is. Keep on rolling, baby. It's time for them dice of destiny.
It's a pretty good one.
We've done some really fun shit on this podcast. You do things long enough.
Yeah.
And there's like 10 or 15 minutes of really good content in there.
Every now and then we'll just find something and be like, "Oh, dude, there's like, I don't even remember making this, but here
Yeah.
we go. I have it."
This podcast is like the quintessential throwing shit against the wall to see what sticks. And we've had some stuff stick, and that bumper is one of the things that stuck.
Yeah. Yep.
Dice of Destiny is this game we play at the end of every episode. We roll a couple dice that tell us what game we're going to play next. There's a 20-sided dice with genres, a 6-sided dice for price, and then we roll to see who has to find a game in that genre and price range. Pick it, play it, and review it. Peterson a couple weeks ago rolled Boyfriend Dungeon. Or no, he rolled a dating sim for $50.
Dating
He
sim.
chose Boyfriend Dungeon, in which you try to sheath a sword. Or I mean, sheath your sword.
Oh yeah.
Or I mean, put your sword in someone's sheath.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. You have to fill us in. What's this
Okay.
about?
So Boyfriend Dungeon is a dating sim where you play as a lady who has moved to this new big city.
Oh, the main
And-
character is a woman.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know
That's
that.
what I thought. I think.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Yes.
I
And
love
so
that.
you are moved to this big city with your cousin. He's like, well, this city, we got this weird thing going on. We're like, we have like, essentially you call it a dungeon. It's at the mall. And there are people here that I can't remember what they call them, but they can turn into swords. And you're like, turn into swords? What is that? It doesn't make any sense. I'm like, oh, you're gonna love it. And so he's like, well, and when you've gone to the big city, one of your main things, like, you want to start dating. You haven't dated at all. You're just brand new to this. And so he's like, let me show you the ropes. And so he starts you off with the sword, who's a guy. All these swords you can use are people. Some of them are guys, some of them are girls. There's no discriminating, but you fight with them, and they're like, oh yeah, this is great. Thank you for using me, or you kind of suck.
Mhm.
And you actually go through a dungeon. It's weird because like
What is
graphics.
what's the fight like?
When
you
you're
say
fighting, you're like, it's like you're going through a mall. You are like top down. You're a
Oh.
little like pixelated type of character, and you go through a mall and you're fighting things, and you're like, my girl's fighting like cell phones and computers, and they're like, well, let's dive into the psychology of that, because these enemies show up as things that you're scared of. It's like your boggarts from Harry Potter.
Oh.
And so it's like, and so your guide is like, what do you think that is? You think you're scared of like connection? You know what I mean? He's like diving into it, right? And all these people you meet, these swords you meet, they're like, oh, hey, you're kind of cute. And then they tell you like, hey, we should go on a date. You've got a cell phone, and they'll call you. And actually that part's kind of annoying. They'll send you text messages and you have to like respond to them, but it like shows them typing, and you can't like speed through it. So you just have to sit there and wait for them to like typing. Here's a message. Typing. Here's a message. I'm like, just send them all to me. I can read faster than that. And so that's actually kind of annoying, but I think they're kind of going for like, more realistic. And so they're like, oh, you want to go on a date? Meet me at my restaurant or whatever, and we'll go out, and that sort of thing. And so it's just like a dating sim in that regard, where you're like choosing dialogue options and picking if you want to date this person. And then like you can end up with specific people, like max out your relationship status, or you can try to max it out with everybody and kind of do the like polyamorous type of thing is how they kind of make it feel. Or you can just pick one sword and really go for it. And they all have like characteristics and different moves. So when you pick which sword you want to take into the dungeon with you, and you go through, and you're getting like money and things like that, and like a special ability that you can use. It's like you have one ability that comes with you. Like you start off with like fire breathing, essentially, like. And so you're just using these boys and sometimes girls as your weapon. And then as you use them, the further you get, the more you use them, your relationship bar will actually go up with that person.
Okay.
Because you're bonding as you go on dates and as you use them in the dungeon.
I feel like this should be used outside of this game for any game that you can switch weapons, that you get a relationship with them.
Like even if your sword doesn't talk and like morph into a really sexy guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a bonus.
Yeah, that is a bonus for sure. But I think it's like, yeah, if I just love this sword, and you and this sword have bonded, and like, kind of like how you bond with a horse. Why don't they do that with horses too? You should definitely be bonding with horses as you ride them in games. But so that's essentially the crux of the game. It's just a dating sim with like a pretty simplistic dungeon. The combat's very simple. There's a dodge, an attack, and a power attack, and then there is a attack, power attack combo with the swords. And as you level up your relationship, you get different move sets and things like that, different like abilities with the weapons, but it's pretty simplistic in that regard. It's kind of fun. Honestly, the dungeons were kind of fun, not like super fun, but they
Okay.
were like entertaining enough to where
Kind
you
of
weren't
fun
like
is pretty high praise for the gameplay
For-
in a dating sim.
agreed. You're not like bored while you're doing it, but it's not like this is crazy. You know what I mean? You know, like it's like plays like Hades if Hades was built by like one college student. You know, that's like what it feels like. The
Mhm.
dating side of it's pretty fun. Like the stories are kind of funny and they kind of make it interesting. And it moves quickly. That's one thing that's really great is it moves quickly. Whereas there's a lot of dating sims that like drag out. This one is not. It's like going to move quickly. I didn't finish any of the storylines. I'm looking at how long to beat for this game. Boyfriend Dungeon. How long to beat? 5.5 hours main story.
Yeah,
Completionist 11
that's how
hours.
much I want to spend on a dating sim that
Yeah,
isn't Stardew
And
Valley.
I'm honestly like just under that. And so like I could probably finish it in the next hour and a half. Because I do kind of do a lot. And I'm like, well, let's see how this relationship goes. But as a like I guess I didn't care that much for any of the swords, like any of the guys. And I try to, I'm a guy, I'm a straight guy playing this. I'm like dating dudes. But so I'm trying to keep an open mind about it. Like, oh, this guy seems pretty cool. This guy seems pretty nice. And they all seem cool or nice in different ways. But it's like I wasn't any of them. I wasn't like, oh yeah, that's my guy. You know what I mean? Because they are like very stereotypical for like this type of game. And you're like, I'm not into like, oh, this is the bad boy who hard to lock him down, that sort of thing. I'm like, I don't care that much about that. Where's my solid, just a reliable 9 to 5 type of guy? Episode title, I'm a straight guy dating dudes. Well, and I wish I could say it's the first game where I've done that. It is not
Nope.
the first game.
Won't be the last either.
Nope. Tonight. It probably won't be the last tonight. I'm really kind of in gonna find another one.
I'm gonna
right
find
away.
another one.
Anyway, yeah. So this game was fine. Honestly, it wasn't. I love the concept of it, and that's kind of what keeps it interesting is the concept of it. But execution was fine. Like it wasn't like blowing anyone's mind or anything like that. So I would say, unless you're like way obsessed with this type of dating sim, which I feel like there's just better dating sims anyway. Oh, and the scenes aren't like steamy. This is not like a steamy, sexy
I kind of like
game.
that. It's kind of
You
a
know, it's
nice
like-
change up.
Yeah, you weren't. I mean, they were like, oh, yeah, it's like romantic, but you're not like, oh, yeah, we're going to bone now. And it shows you all like weird sex positions that you're doing and stuff like that. It's not like that. This is very much a like, yeah, like a kids could play this. You know what I mean? Like a teenager could play this. And I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Oh, that's
So,
good. That's nice.
Yeah, it was kind of nice for that. So Boyfriend Dungeon, would I recommend it? No. Like probably not, just pass on this one. But like honestly, the concept of it is kind of fun, fresh.
Yeah.
I like the new take on something like that. And this kind of started a whole genre of like, because there's like a date everything game out right now.
Mhm.
It's like games where just like date objects are people. And then
I
they
think
can
it's
just
fun.
I
Spices
do
it
too.
up.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
do
I
think
like
it's
it a
fun
lot.
too. So Boyfriend Dungeon, not my game, but I didn't hate it. I wasn't like pissed that I was playing it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's some games where you're like, oh my gosh, just let me get through this. This one was not. I enjoyed it while I was playing it, but I'm not like into it.
Okay, well,
I don't want to get all
am
6 endings. You know what I mean?
not going back for seconds on the
Mm-mm.
swords. All right, do you want to roll the 20 or do you want to do the honor? Because you just
Yeah, let me
Okay,
do
do
the
it.
20. I got it right here. I got my bone die.
you love your bone dice.
Oh, Jonathan, I rolled a 20.
You did not.
Oh yeah, Had a Full Boyfriend did start that with the birds.
Oh, yeah.
I rolled a
Um,
20.
You did. And a 20 is a backlog or whatever. You get to play whatever you want. And I would recommend a backlog because we know ours are all too long.
My backlog is bananas at the moment. So
Okay, so next up here is what numbers do you want on the 6?
why don't you give me 4 still, because you did so many in a row. Give me 4 and I'll take you. So give me 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
You're 1 and 2.
5.
Okay.
Okay, so you are going to play a backlog game. I'm
I'm
so
gonna play-
stoked.
Yeah,
See
me
which one
too.
you
I
pick.
actually have some good ones. Like I have some really good ones in my backlog that I want to play. So kind of excited for this.
Hell yeah. Okay. I'm stoked to see that. I would honestly love like someone to force me to pick a backlog game and play it at this point. That would be nice. I wouldn't have been bummed at all had I gotten that. Okay. All right. Well, that's it for us for the show, for the Sode. Thanks to Patrick and Phil for hopping on. If you guys hang around after the music, I will tell you that last story. That's a YouTube exclusive. You guys only
YouTube exclusive.
yeah. So you guys get on YouTube and watch our stream and subscribe to us and do all the things and the likes and the whatevers. I don't give a shit really.
Subscribes. I don't know. You do whatever you
I
want.
don't really care. Do whatever you want. It's a free country for now. All right, to play us out.
Do whatever you want while you can.
Yeah, seriously. Play us out. We've got some music from Boyfriend a Dungeon. That's nice.
There's lyrics. So I'm gonna turn it down a little bit because you got to talk.
Why you always turn it down? People just let them hear it. I
You're
am
gonna
not
try
that
to talk
important.
over it.
It's fine. All right, guys. That's it. Soul Soap. Thank you. I'm JD. Logging off.
This is Peterson going AFK.
Okay, so here's the story. In terms of sharing food, because you were talking about your kids when it's just a grab bag of leftovers in the fridge, whoever
mhm.
gets it. So one of the only time I've really ever done a true food challenge was when I did a spicy sushi challenge once, years and years ago. And I saw it on Man versus Food. That's how long ago it was.
Yeah.
And it was just up the street from me. Jackson and I were watching Man versus Food, and I was like, oh shit. Like that's right there. And I turned to Jackson, I said, because they let you drink milk, water, whatever you want. They're like, do whatever you need to drink, like you can. You just need to finish 2 pieces of sushi. Or 6. It was 6 pieces of sushi. You had to eat 2, but you had to earn your way up. So the highest heat was 7. You had to earn your way up to 7 by eating a 6, a 6.5, and then the 7. So I had the 6 and just 2 of each of those. So I had the 6, I ate 2 of them, and I was like, that's pretty spicy, but I got this. I had the 6.5, and it was just the 6 with a little powder on it. I don't know what it was. And I was like, oh, okay. I got both of those down, but I was not doing well. And I was like, oh no. And then they pull out the 7, and there's 6 rolls or 6 little nuggets. That's what they call them in sushi world. They call them nuggets. Little sushi nugget.
You want a nugget of sushi?
And it was the 6 with the powder from the 6.5, and then this dollop of just something black.
Yeah. Oh no.
That was
That's
it. And
bad.
I was like, dude, this is so easy. And if I
No.
need to, I can go grab some milk and just like deal with this. No. It was without it. It was life ruining. It was the worst thing I've ever eaten in terms of like the consequences I paid almost immediately. I tried to go outside and throw up because my body was screaming at me to do so, even though I knew technically it wasn't going to do
bad.
anything. And I didn't throw up much because I'd only had like 4 nuggets of sushi. So it wasn't like I was like, oh, I'll throw up and get relief. The damage was done.
Yeah.
Everything was so bad. And in fact, I literally passed out that night. I woke up on the toilet the next morning. I was in such bad shape. It was so awful. And so, of all things, what does Trent do? He takes home my leftovers, the last 5 rolls, and he puts them in his fridge at home. And his dad
No.
pulls one of these out, and the next thing Trent hears is just like him dying. Like he is an old man. I was like a 20-year-old kid, and it fucking laid me out. This is this poor old man who just gets a surprise sushi, because you don't eat a lot of sushi expecting it to be like life-alteringly hot.
No. I mean, you don't even
Almost-
see sushi and you're like, oh, this is going to kill me. Like, you don't think that.
Dude, it honestly may be responsible for some of Carl's health conditions today. Like his heart and whatever else. Like it was, and that's, dude, and it was like, Trent was like, well, he's going to learn from eating my leftovers, I guess.
Oh, my God.
Lesson learned,
It's a
old
painful
man.
lesson, Dad.
Yeah, that's what you get. The idea of trying even putting those like nuclear nuggets
Why would you even bring them
in
home?
the
To
fridge,
be honest,
throw
Like,
them
what
away,
was the
you
point of that?
asshole. Because he's like,
Yeah.
I'll just eat them for fun. And I was like, no, you won't.
That
You're just putting
sounds
them there
terrible.
like a
Zero
prank.
fun.
I spent like $30 on this thing. They made you sign a waiver, like a disclaimer or something.
You want to try it
And
again?
I'll never do a spicy food challenge again. It is clearly out of my wheelhouse.
No,
and
that's not. Yeah,
my mouth was actually okay. But this was one I didn't calculate that. You think, oh, it's a spicy food, my mouth's gonna be on fire, my fingers might hurt.
No,
But
no.
I've never
Your
calculated
insides.
the insides
Uh-huh.
are going to be much, much worse than everything
It's
else.
so much. You can't do anything about it. Like milk doesn't do anything. Like that's not.
That was the thing. I
Just
couldn't put
swish it
anything
around your
else in
esophagus?
there. No, it didn't make anything better. It just made it
Mm-mm.
worse.
Yeah.
The
Oof.
worst night of my life. It was the worst night of my life. Oh,
Yeah.
it was so bad.
Don't eat leftovers, guys.
Don't steal leftovers.
Yeah, that's the moral of the story.
Okay, that's it. Peace.